Speaker Ledama.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me a chance to contribute, albeit briefly, on this bill. Madam Speaker, I'm yet to come across a bill that promotes devolution in this country. Any bill which is sponsored by the majority party, and more so by the government, does not care about devolution. Madam Speaker, from the onset, when you look at the object and purpose of this act, you'll be duped to say it's actually very good, because it seems to be able to correct, or rather, it's good in as far as giving effect to the provision of Schedule 4 of the Constitution. But Madam Speaker, when you proceed and when you read the bill, you realize that this is an avenue of curtailing, completely taking powers away from the devolved governments. Madam Speaker, I'll go straight to the point. I'll not even belabor the issue. If really this road bill was being designed in a way to be able to ensure proper public participation, accountability, there's no reason as to why everyone who is in that board is from government. They should have actually improved in and brought in people from the publics, include people from the Kenya Institute of Planners, accountants, bring in some independence to be able to ensure that there is that transparency that they are talking about in this bill. Madam Speaker, when you look at the Article 10, the classification of these roads, in my view, this should not be left to one particular person. It should actually be dealt by an independent body. Because when you give the cabinet secretary powers to be able to classify roads at any given time, then of course, he can wake up any time and decide to classify the roads as they wish. Madam Speaker, my other big issue that I have with this bill has to do with the creation of this secondary, I'll go straight to that point, but the creation of what they're calling a secondary trunk road something. Give me a minute here. Which is very, very interesting, Madam Speaker, because what they are doing is that I'll get to the page where it is in a minute, but essentially what they are doing is that they are classifying county roads, but then that function of deciding those roads is given to the national government. Where is the county government in this? So, Madam Speaker, this is a terrible bill that when you actually get closer to reading every clause, you find that it's just an avenue to completely abate corruption. Because when you go to Article 56, where it says a cabinet secretary responsible for finance may, in consultation with the cabinet secretary, make regulations in accordance to this section or authorize the imposition and collections of road users' charges by the authority in respect of roads, including national and county roads. No public participation. You don't consult the county government. You continue taxing Kenyan population who are currently overtaxed. The other day, Madam Speaker, we were objecting to the introduction of the 16% VAT charge on petroleum products. You are charging taxpayers more on all petroleum products, which will increase all their taxes. Yet again, you proceed and you give the cabinet secretary the powers to be able to introduce a levy. What this is doing, Madam Speaker, it's actually taking away our jobs as legislators. And you are giving powers entirely, you are creating some mini gods to decide today that we are just going to tax these people, increase more taxes. It's as if we are not overtaxed. Madam Speaker, when you read Class C, where it says secondary roads, secondary national trunk roads, and Class C says, and this is part of the national trunk roads, it says, roads forming important regional routes, linking county headquarters or other regionally important centers, constituency headquarters, municipal or town council centers, and other towns to each other, and to Class A, B, H, and J roads, required to collect regional and local tariffs and channel it to Class A, B, H, and J roads. Why should you be taking a road which is a county road, but then give the authority to the National Trunk Road Board to be able to make all the decision? I think when you look at Part B, this C should actually be in D. It should not be in Part C. It should not be in the National Trunk Roads. So, Madam Speaker, I don't even want to waste my time on this. This is a terrible bill which should be rejected. And if the National Assembly want to pass this bill, they should actually just make it a national road bill. It should not have anything to do with county roads. We must protect devolution. That is the reason why we are in this house, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, with those few remarks, I object to this bill, and I'll vote against it.